Good Sunday morning, everybody. Welcome to Sunday with Spirit. For those joining for the first time, this is not a political pull. It is a spiritual pull. Every Sunday, a group of us, we get together, we jump up and down, play on this thing called the web of creation, where we get to manifest what we want in this time stream. For ourselves in this time stream. What do we want? What do we want to vibrate on this web? So today I was thinking, I just got back from a week in the Redwoods up the coast in Big Sur, California. And we were out in nature. We went up to hike this waterfall trail. And it was fairly popular. And when we get to the waterfall, there are a group of people, a lot of them are just talking, not paying attention to the magnificent beauty, nature that was around them. But they're talking and taking selfies and posing for the camera next to the waterfall. Some are talking business. This one thing I overheard was talking about an email server for the company. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I walked away from them to get away from the external chatter. And I found this really pretty place just 10 feet away that allowed me not to listen to the external chatter and listen to the waterfall, but my inner chatter started with, why do they have to keep talking, blah, 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 blah. So I want to look at how do we heal that external and inner chatter in this time stream, on this web of creation. As we're bouncing up and down, we do hear other things, and sometimes it's not what we want to hear or see. I just wanted to hear the water flow and see the water flow and how it moved, and yet I was being so distracted. So I want to take a look at it. And the three decks that I'm using, the Shaman's Dream, the Work Your Light, and the Herbal Astrology. This is so, I love this Herbal Astrology deck. It's so deep, and I am barely scratching the surface on it, but it is so, so good. Okay, so with all of these readings, with all of my readings, if you want to pull along, grab a deck, and you can ask a question for your specific situation on healing, because that's what this is about. And for me, it's about how to heal the external chatter, how to heal the internal chatter once we get there. So let's move on. Let's see what, okay, well, let's start off right away with Creator, higher consciousness. And the herb is Gotu Kola. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Gotu Kola. Go to higher consciousness. And so this is this card references the Hermit. And to me, this card reminds me of when the Ascended Masters, Jeshua, Buddha, and others walked out and were doing a vision quest. In shamanism, the North American indigenous tribes would go on vision quests, go out into the desert, go out by themselves for 6 days, 10 days, 12 days, whatever, and be by themselves and listen to their higher consciousness. And that's the key that we're trying to get to get rid of the chatter, the external chatter, the internal chatter. And for me, the external chatter is telling, is either saying, hey, you need to go do something, you need to do this. There's a lot of needs and shoulds coming from that external source. And then the internal source is there's a lot of needs and shoulds too. So there's a lot of judgment on what I should be doing, what I need to be doing, instead of just being. And that's what this card, to me, really represents, just being. Okay, let's move on to 10, Mugwort. I love this card. This reminds me of Grandmother's Spirit. It's got a little owl that looks like it came from Dr. Seuss. And the other thing that I notice is this vortexy wheel up there. And then she's got moons all over her head. It's Grandmother Moon. And it feels like, and it says psychic healing. So it feels like when we tap into this higher consciousness, when we get into that solitude where we can really hear the higher consciousness, that's when we can use that psychic healing ability that we all have, so that we can heal things on this time stream. So we can heal the chatter from the outside and from the inside. And when we do that, then we can start healing our past lives and our future lives. And when I think about healing the past life from all, maybe there was something that was traumatic in the past life that we didn't learn our lesson from, and we're still hanging on to it. And I just thought of this. I said, so when we fix that past life trauma, that will allow us to be healed in this life, do we celebrate enough our past life successes? For me, I don't really think of my past life successes in the way that I celebrate them. I'm more focused on healing the trauma of the past life. So that's something for me. When I go into this higher consciousness, when I go into this journey space, going from here to there, that transition space, that's what I'm gonna explore a little bit. Because even as I say it, I get excited. I go, ooh, yeah, let's go explore our successes. Let's enhance those. Mugwort. And this is another protection plant against certain attachments that come to us. And if I'm hearing something from the external and I don't let it go, then it's like attached to me. I'm allowing it to be attached to me. So Mugwort helps release that and protects us. Next card we get, Echinacea. Destiny. Ooh, Echinacea. Now, I do know what Echinacea is because I take Echinacea when I start getting sick. So, but this is like the karmic wheel of change, like the karmic wheel of fortune. And this is also another protective spirit medicine. It's a life medicine in the Navajo. So a lot of people will, a lot of indigenous will have this in their medicine pouch or wear this around their neck. Probably both of these. Okay, let's move on to the Work Your Light. And we got 2 cards here, which I thought I just pulled one. And it's interesting, we get the Pleiades, the double mission, 2 cards, channeling and uplifting humanity. So the chatter sometimes is really hard when we're channeling, to let that chatter go, both external and internal. And it's easy to do. You just acknowledge the external and say, I'm not paying attention to you anymore. Even though you did come into my awareness, thank you. I'm going to put you away. I'll come back to you later, however that works. And with an internal chatter, you do the same thing. But the card, this card here reminds me to put the focus on somebody else. And I think we talked about it last Sunday, I think. Take the focus away from me, and put your attention to uplifting somebody else. And then the next we get, double mission, you are not alone. Keepers of the earth, ancient ancestors stand beside you. So we talk about this, our ancient ancestors, and we talk about past lives, how we're healing. If we can heal our past life hurts, we are healing our future lives and our present lives. And I think if we celebrate past lives, then we celebrate our future life and our present life. And we have our ancestors that we can call. They're here. They're with us. Angels, guides, ascended masters, departed loved ones. We are not alone. It's a double mission. Cool. And then, okay, how do we stop the chatter? Well, again, get grounded. Connect with nature. Well, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to connect with nature, and everybody was chit-chatting at me. And not at me, but I just absorbed it. I absorbed the chit-chatter. I had to go into my higher consciousness, and I finally did get there for like 10 seconds, if that. Needed some echinacea or mugwort. Well, actually, probably go to koala. Need to look at that a little clearer. All right, and then the final card in our, how do we heal our vibration from the external vibrations, internal vibrations that we allow in? First breath. Beginner's mind. When I see this card, it suggests to me to take it easy on myself. Don't be so hard. This is one step in the journey. So, like, every step is a new step. It's a beginning step. Every day is a new day, a beginning day. And so if we treat everything with this first breath beginner's mind, where we are looking at things in awe and not in fear, woof, big one. Okay, so the message that I'm getting here with this, and so many of these messages are the same, but because we hang on to certain chatters, whether it be internal or external. Somebody told me this. Somebody said I should do this. That dang should word. It's important for us to get grounded. It's really important because we're empathic. It's important to know that we're not alone in this journey, that we can call on our ancestors, celebrate what they bring to the table for us. And then tap into this higher consciousness through some psychic healing, knowing what our destiny, that we are on a path, that we are creating our own destiny on this web of higher consciousness. And we just need to remember just to take a breath. So, just one. Start that off. So often we get so stressed out and we're not even breathing deep. Okay. All right. Thank you all for being with me on this Sunday with Spirit. Appreciate you all. Peace and love.